Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The bold and the beautiful spoilers and updates suggest that Luna Nozawa, Lisa Yamada, might request John, Finn Finnegan, Tanner Novlin to take care of her baby. Will Luna betray the Spensers if her devious schemes unravel, and will she pivot to a different objective? After Luna set her sights on Will Spenser, Crew Morrow, and found herself pregnant with his child, she became convinced that this little one would serve as her ticket to freedom. Naturally, B&B fans will remember that Luna faced a harsh reality when Elector Forrester, Lania Grace, reported her to the authorities. Will and Bill Spenser, Don Diamond, stood by without stepping in, leading to Luna being taken back to prison once more. Now Luna is feigning danger from her fellow inmates, while in reality, she has merely persuaded her cellmate to assault her for the second time. This is just the latest scheme from Luna, who is desperately holding on to the hope that she can win her freedom and eventually make Will fall in love with her. Nevertheless, Will has firmly stated that his only concern is the baby. Similarly, Bill has vowed that Luna will lose custody and will have no connection with the child once he or she arrives. Even Katie Logan, Heather Tom, hinted that they could bring up the baby without the child ever being aware that Luna is the father. Should Luna come to the conclusion that her plans are not going to succeed, she might shift her focus to a different approach. If Luna is unable to raise this baby as a free woman and become Mrs. Will Spenser, she could very well turn against the Spenser family entirely. Luna may begin to consider other alternatives to keep the baby away from the Spensers, which might prompt her to call Finn with a unique request. What if Luna puts Finn in a difficult position by asking him to take care of her baby instead? Since Finn is already looking after young kids, Luna might want her father to step up and support his grandchild too. However, that doesn't guarantee Finn would agree, especially since Steffi Forrester Finnegan, Jacqueline Maxins would likely react strongly and probably say a definite no. Nonetheless, Luna could attempt to convince Finn that her baby would have a better life away from the spoiled and harsh Spensers, at least if things don't turn out as she expected. In the tangled emotional web of the bold and the beautiful, relationships rarely stay steady for long. And this week, Luna Nozawa, Lisa Yamada, could be standing at the edge of her biggest turning point yet. Her loyalties, her heart, and her future may all hang in the balance when she makes a shocking and deeply personal request to Dr. John, Finn Finnegan, Tanner Novlin. But will Luna's plea set off a domino effect that shatters her fragile peace with the Spenser family, and possibly even destroy her bond with R.J. Forrester, Joshua Hoffman? Grab your coffee, because this is one emotional, unpredictable ride through heartbreak, loyalty, and hidden family motives. Luna has been struggling for weeks. Ever since her world spiraled out of control, her mother Poppy's, Romy Park, manipulative choices, Bill Spenser's, Don Diamond, possible paternity, and the fallout from her drugged encounter with Zend, Delon Demetz, she's tried to find a sense of balance again. On the surface, she's putting on a brave face, continuing her work at Forrester Creations, smiling beside RJ, and telling herself she's moving forward. But beneath that poised exterior, Luna's cracking. Her heart still breaks over what happened that night at the Forrester guest house. She can't shake the guilt or the shame, and with Zend hovering around every corner, offering both sympathy and subtle reminders of their connection, it's getting harder for her to cope. And then there's Finn, the one man who's been a steady, rational voice through her chaos. The doctor who listens without judgment, who reminds her that trauma takes time to heal. But Finn's compassion has stirred something in Luna, a deep need for protection, guidance, and possibly something more dangerous, dependence. Finn has tried to draw a line. As Steffi, Jacqueline Maxins warned him more than once, you can't save everyone, Finn, especially someone who's not your patient. But Luna's vulnerability hits too close to home. She reminds him of the parts of himself he tries to bury, the boy who grew up feeling different, unwanted, searching for connection. When Luna comes to him one evening, her eyes red from crying, Clutching a small envelope, Finn's heart sinks. He knows this isn't just a routine check-in. Something big is coming. She asks softly, "Can we talk privately?" "It's about Bill and my mom." Those words alone are enough to make Finn's blood run cold. Luna sits across from Finn in his office at the hospital, the faint hum of machines filling the silence. "Finn," she begins hesitantly, "I don't know who to trust anymore. Everyone says they want what's best for me, but it feels like I'm just being pulled in different directions. My mom, she wants me to connect with Bill. Bill wants a DNA test, and RJ wants me to forget the past." Her voice trembles as she opens the envelope. Inside, a form from the lab, unsigned, untouched. "I can't go through with this," she confesses. "But I need to know the truth. And I don't want anyone, especially Bill Spenser, to control that truth." Finn leans forward, frowning. "Luna, are you asking me to run the test?" She nods slowly, desperation glimmering in her eyes. "I trust you, Finn. You're the only one who won't use it to hurt me or my mom. Please, I need to know if Bill Spenser is really my father, but I don't want him to find out. Not yet." It's a bombshell that leaves Finn utterly speechless. He knows what she's asking crosses an ethical line, but he also sees the pain written all over her face. She's not scheming or manipulative. She's a scared young woman trying to reclaim control over her life. Still, the implications are enormous. If Finn agrees, he risks his career and Steffi's trust. If he refuses, Luna might turn elsewhere and into the arms of someone far more dangerous, like Bill or even Zend, who's eager to be her savior. Back at the Cliff House, Finn's silence speaks volumes. Steffi, sharp as ever, senses something's off. "You've been distant lately," she says, folding her arms. "And don't tell me it's work. This is about Luna, isn't it?" Finn tries to brush it off, but Steffi presses harder. She's not blind to Luna's emotional dependency on her husband, and she's not happy about it. "She's vulnerable," Steffi continues, "and I feel for her. But this isn't your responsibility. You're a doctor, not her therapist, not her brother, and definitely not her savior. You have a family to protect, Finn. Don't let Luna pull you into another mess involving the Spensers." Finn's jaw tightens at the mention of Bill Spenser. Steffi's warning hits a sore spot because she's right. Anything involving Bill tends to spiral. But Finn can't shake Luna's plea. Her trembling hands, her haunted eyes, the way she whispered, "I just need someone to be honest with me." While Finn wrestles with his conscience, Luna feels more isolated than ever. RG tries to comfort her, but his efforts backfire when he mentions Bill. "You know, if he really is your dad, it wouldn't be the worst thing. He's powerful, he could protect you and your mom." That's when Luna snaps. "I don't need protection, RJ. I need truth," she cries, storming out of the Forrester design office. RJ stands there stunned, realizing he may have just pushed Luna further away. Meanwhile, Bill, ever the schemer, senses Luna's hesitation and doubles down on his charm offensive. He stops by Forrester, trying to act the caring potential father figure. "You don't have to be afraid, Luna," he assures her. "If you're my daughter, I'll make sure no one ever hurts you again." But there's something about Bill's tone, possessive, commanding, that chills her. It doesn't sound like comfort. It sounds like control. That night, Luna can't sleep. She clutches her phone, staring at Finn's contact. One text away from sealing her fate. The next day, Finn stands at a crossroads. He knows Steffi wouldn't approve. He knows the hospital could fire him if they found out. But the image of Luna's trembling voice saying, "Please, you're the only one I trust," keeps echoing in his mind. He gives in. Under the radar, Finn runs the test, swabbing Luna's cheek himself and sending it off to a private lab that owes him a few quiet favors. Days later, when the results come in, Finn feels the full weight of what he's done. The paper in his hands carries the truth Luna's been desperate for, and possibly a bomb waiting to explode across Los Angeles. When Luna comes to his office, she looks fragile but determined. "Did you get it?" Finn hesitates, then nods, sliding the sealed report toward her. Before you open that, you need to think about what it means. Once you know, you can't unknow it. And I can't protect you from what comes next. Her hands tremble as she opens the envelope. Her eyes dart across the page. Then she gasps, her lips parting in disbelief. What is it? Finn asks cautiously. Tears well in Luna's eyes. It's not Bill, she whispers. He's not my father. For a moment, Finn is relieved. But the relief vanishes as Luna shakes her head, confusion clouding her expression. There's another name listed as a match, partial, but strong. It says, Jack Finnegan. Finn's entire world tilts. My father, he stammers. Luna's sob catches in her throat. Finn, what if your father is my father too? The room spins. That would mean Luna could be his sister. Finn feels his pulse pounding. He immediately calls the lab to confirm, but the results are accurate. There's a 48% genetic match, enough to suggest Jack Finnegan fathered Luna. That revelation is explosive, not just for Luna, but for the entire Forrester, Spenser, and Finnegan families. Jack, Ted King, has been off the radar for months, but his past with Lee, Naomi Matsuda, and Shayla Carter, Kimberlyn Brown, is already full of deceit. If he had a relationship with Poppy Nozawa years ago, that could explain everything. The secrecy, the timelines, the whispers between Lei and Poppy about old mistakes. But it also means Luna may have just crossed into forbidden territory by dating RJ and working at Forrester, while being secretly connected to the Finnegans through blood. Finn tries to stay calm. Luna, we don't know the full story yet. Maybe there's a mistake. But Luna shakes her head. No, my mother always said she met someone years ago. Before she ever came to LA, she said he was kind, gentle, but married. Now, Luna's voice breaks. That was your father, wasn't it? Thanks for watching this video and please subscribe our BOLD and BUTI Fuel UPDAT YouTube channel for more update news.